kurala. Gemi ay, onyere baba nyere tapelaya. Gemi ay, onyere pihinere kurala. Gemi ay, onyere baba nyere tapelaya. Gemi ay, onyere baba nyere tapelaya. Kurala. Gemi ay, onyere baba nyere tapelaya. Gemi ay, onyere pihinere kurala. Gemi ay, onyere baba nyere tapelaya. Gemi ay, onyere baba nyere tapelaya. Kurala. Gemi ay, onyere baba nyere tapelaya. Gemi ay, onyere pihinere kurala. Gemi ay, onyere baba nyere tapelaya. Gemi ay, onyere baba nyere tapelaya. Kurala. Gemi ay, onyere baba nyere tapelaya. Gemi ay, onyere pihinere kurala. Gemi ay, onyere baba nyere tapelaya. Gemi ay, onyere baba nyere tapelaya. Kurala. Gemi ay, onyere baba nyere tapelaya. Gemi ay, onyere pihinere kurala. Gemi ay, onyere baba nyere tapelaya. Gemi ay, onyere baba nyere tapelaya. Kurala. Gemi ay, onyere baba nyere tapelaya. Gemi ay, onyere pihinere kurala. Gemi ay, onyere baba nyere tapelaya. Gemi ay, onyere baba nyere tapelaya. Kurala. Gemi ay, onyere baba nyere tapelaya. Gemi ay, onyere pihinere kurala. Gemi ay, onyere baba nyere tapelaya. Gemi ay, onyere baba nyere tapelaya. Kurala. Gemi ay, onyere baba nyere tapelaya. Gemi ay, onyere pihinere kurala. Gemi ay, onyere baba nyere tapelaya. Gemi ay.
Deep breath this morning as a checkpoint, a moment to pause, reflect, and then rise. You've made it through the noise, the challenges, the unexpected turns of the week, and now here you stand, stronger, wiser, more focused than you were on Monday. Today is a reminder that progress isn't always loud. Sometimes it's the small decisions, the quiet. So as this morning brings clarity and fresh energy, it brings opportunity that weren't available yesterday, opportunities that are waiting for someone. Because the truth is this: you are not here to simply get through the day. You are here to make the day, to move it forward. If there is a goal you've been nurturing, today is the day to water it. If there is a fear you've been carrying, today is the day to release it. And when challenges show up, and they might, let gratitude guide you. Let confidence lift you, and let purpose push you. Also remember, you don't need and show up. Morning and show up. Morning. Morning. What we said was that go out there and make today unforgettable. You've got this, and the world is better because you showed up.
Then before that.
Act with courage, because this Friday, November 14th, to be precise, is not just the end of a week, it's the beginning of your next breakthrough.
Wonderful.
Okay, maybe you want to hear this as well.
Okay.
You don't need everything in time.
That is it. Want it. Thank you so much, Michael. Always making inspiration great right here on the show. Thank you so much for that. Truly love it. That is the inspirational segment, ladies and gentlemen. For just tuning in, this is Neesim. By WhatsApp 0544 0550 558800 0550 558800. Michael, the weather seems harsh lately. Not sure what exactly to expect.
The weather is doing its job.
Okay, it wasn't even really hot yesterday. It was just sunny, but not hot yesterday. All right, I hope today will be the same as well, because hey. What is the weather reporting like? The Ghana Meteorological Agency. Ghana Meteorological Agency. What are they reporting the weather will be like for the next 24 hours?
So this morning, the mountainous and forest zones of southern Ghana will have reduced visibilities due to a mixture of foggy weather early this morning. From mid-morning into the afternoon hours, most places within southern Ghana would experience an alternation. But conditions happen, it is expected some places along the west coast, Greater Accra, middle and transition sectors during the afternoon, cloudy to few clouds during the morning and evening hours, with hot and sunny weather in the afternoon, to few clouds during the morning and evening hours, with hot and sunny weather in the afternoon. So the afternoon, the Scottish sun. The coastal maximum temperature stands at 32 degrees Celsius. Forest zones minimum temperatures are 22 degrees Celsius and the maximum at 34 degrees Celsius. Transition belts, highest temperatures to be recorded at 22 degrees Celsius, and maximum temperatures are 34 degrees Celsius. The northern sector would also experience a minimum temperatures of 22 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 37 degrees Celsius. Let's just take note and avoid. Just avoid. If you have anything to do, do it quite early. You can do it very early in the morning. By 10, you should be done with what you need to do in and around town or on the sun. and then you wait. This one is just a stay by plan. You wait 4, 5 thereabouts. If you, either you do it very early in the morning or you go
or do later in the
evening,
evening.
so that you don't get yourself wanting later on in the day. Alright, so that's how the weather will be like within the next 24 hours.
Okay, so it's gonna be. I'm wearing something quite light. I mean, I don't. Yeah, today I'm wearing something quite light, So I don't plan to be hit by it. Anyway, Neesim Bekaali, YouTube Neesim TV FM. We're getting into the newspapers, but right after the newspapers is the Speak to Your People segment. And this morning on the Speak to Your People segment, we understand that there is going to be mass decongestion exercise phase 2, which is slated for Monday, the 7th, the Tamale Metropolitan Assembly. Tamale Metropolitan Assembly, who will be giving us some to take place on Monday. As also, that is all we have for the Speak to Your People segment this morning on the show. Of course, discussions. We're looking at the 2026 budget. 558800. That is our text line there. We'll start off with the new crusading guide, Michael.
The new crusading guide this morning.
It's the weekend. It's a new weekend crusading guide. Okay.
Yeah, we have the new crusading
guide.
But on weekends they come out with a
new weekend crusading guide.
As well. So the new weekend crusading guide this morning. Parliament approves for the Chief Justice by majority decision, and that's on page of our call. Palace after discipline, accountability, and service must define. That's story. Dr. Gideon Boako condemns mass arrest, calls for respect for human rights to purchase only Ghana-made rice, maize, chicken, and eggs, and that's on the new weekend crusading guide.
Are you
this I think yesterday I mentioned here that there was some 200 million that was giving our forest, our friends saying.
What would you say forest reserves?
It's our reserves. So that's a good one. Now look at the number of schools we have in this country. If they are going to go strictly and adhere to this, then it's going to give farmers.
He's given an order. He says
there's an
order. From junior to senior high schools, you're all buying these rice, maize, chicken, eggs from local farmers.
There's an order. There's one thing.
Not adhering to it, then we're on problems.
We have to make sure that we see that it happens. This gets done. Okay, if this gets done next year, I'll also be motivated to go into my farming. This thing that I also produce, this directive, and then we should ensure we ourselves we should be community watchdogs and ensure not that we say, okay, my uncle is importing rice, and then because the one that gave me the contract is importing rice, I want to do lugu so that I'll not buy the local rice and then stuff and go and buy from the person because the person is important and he gave me the contract so that I can come in. These are some of the things they do every day.
Yeah, three times a day.
3 times a day. Meal. Chicken. I don't know chicken. Yeah.
There's beans. There's eggs.
There are eggs in there.
Yam.
You get it.
Yeah.
So if
kenke and all of that,
kenke and maize maize predominantly, you get it. So if this is what is going to happen, and government is going to ensure its strict enforcement, it's a great thing. It's a good thing. I'm happy about it, and then I'm cool with it. It shouldn't just be in a budget.
Okay.
It shouldn't just be a statement read to us, but we should see a light to it.
Okay, we should see a light to it. That's what Michael says. Then we'll move to the Daily Post newspaper there, where is a nation finance minister there. Parliament approves Justice Bafo Boni as Chief Justice.
The approval of the Chief Justice. I don't know what is that. This I don't know if somebody can help me with that.
What?
The head count.
I was trying to find out.
They are trying to. I saw 100 and something over 69.
Yeah.
And the.
No, but for the budget presentation.
Yes, but after that, I think during the approval of the CJ, okay, there was actually the head count, and then the head count. But I saw videos. I think I don't know whether some of the minority MPs also. How many are they in Parliament?
How many constituencies do you have? 270 what?
I mean minority. The minority.
Oh, the minority. I think 86. Yeah.
86.
Or is it 85? 86. You know they lost Akwetia too.
Akwetia too. Yeah.
Even though they would have been, I think 86.
86. But they had about 69. So like I said, some of them when they did their head count, that was some of them. Voted for this thing, and it became a whole this thing yesterday. I didn't watch the approval proceeding, so I am just trying to find. I thought maybe you also watched.
Well, I watched excerpts of it. I wasn't. By the time I watched it again, they had approved. I'm like, oh, okay. doing something else, but they were like, oh, they've approved. Okay, all right, remove. Yeah.
So finally, I think it's a good one.
What's his name? I'm queen. It would make any difference.
It would make. Oh yes, time to even speak.
Yeah, I think in Parliament.
In Parliament yesterday, he has time to speak and other stuff. And after that, I think during the head count, is it before or day after the head count, the person gets out of the chamber.
And then he won't change
anything. So why are you thinking as if?
That's what I'm saying. It won't change anything. 2026 budget, government abolishes COVID-19 levy, hands 5.7 billion Ghana cedis back to households and businesses. Hey, which household? My household is part of
Where is that money? You tell us before we go.
my household is supposed to share this money. Or is it on social media? I can't remember which of them that I. And there was this lady who was saying Google has been sued by a certain woman because apparently they are sharing. You know, they talk about they're able to share some information about you. So, but they breached it. So somebody sued Google, and apparently the court has actually ordered that they compensate all Google users.
And there's
you have to turn in your. It's got not a lot of people know.
Okay, then.
But I'll get it.
No, they can't
leave me behind anyway. Yeah, so that's about it for the Daily Post news. So if I will move to the Daily Searchlight, Michael.
Also, Justice Paul Bafo-Boni approved as Chief Justice of Ghana. Page 13 holds there. Ghana's public debt falls sharply in 2025. Ato is forcing on page also 13 there. Had more. And Ghana's economy expands by 6.3%.
Yeah. The only thing I was not happy about was that his tie wasn't straight.
That one,
so because he's going to be doing a lot of movement. So you should know you are supposed to clip it. Yes.
That's what
but you are supposed to clip it.
No, but
that is my work as a designer to make sure my personality. Yesterday or quote Bible quotations. Is that one to a finance minister?
But we missed that though. Like anytime it's budget representation, it's like we are looking forward to a new quote from the Bible. No matter how you read the Bible, no matter whether you read the Bible from Genesis to Revelation, you still need to listen to that alone, because definitely that white attire will come. It's like that day we are all in heaven. We are angels of an angel of heaven has descended to come and read the budget, and definitely that how do we call it? Ultimate. The white in Japan.
Okay, the Ghanaian Point newspaper this morning on the former NPA boss Dr. Mustafa Abdulhamid sues OSP for 20 million Ghana cedis over a length after Elwak tragedy. This came up yesterday as well in the news. Appointments Committee endorses Justice Paul Bafo-Boni for Chief Justice role. 2026 budget after forcing abolishes COVID-19 offers sincere condolences to families of Elwak stampede victims. Interesting. The Daily Guide.
Now, you tell worry out. Or says to be bill now. 600. That's also coming. That's on presidents. And,
okay.
It's 13th Adwa.
Adwa.
It's happening
this Sunday. Okay.
Let's take note of that.
Okay.
Government withdraws over 1.4 billion Ghana cedis from DACF accounts. That's from minorities alleging there. Then 2026 budget statements. Government unveils sweeping VAT reforms, and that's on page 3. And I think they say they are to reduce VAT by a certain margin. I think.
Yeah,
yeah. When are they doing that?
Oh, I think it was. Okay.
Well, yeah, we can move on.
Yeah, we can move on.
I just asked, when are we? Even though you removed this COVID-19 levy, yes, it's going to ease and the burdens on the people. But going forward, the VAT is also one thing that it cuts across.
Yeah.
Everybody's paying. So if you are going to reduce that, well, let's see.
Let's see. That's it. The Informer newspaper this morning, the Elwak tragedy, Pusiga MP condemned over insensitive comments. Parliament approves Bafo Boni as Chief Justice. 2026 budget, Ghana's economy has recovered. Confidence returning at force and says the special coming up. How Health Minister Kwabena Minta Akando is preparing Ghana for huge change. We always change. I have read that the officers that were in charge for that, they have been asked to step aside as the investigations are ongoing on this matter as well. Yeah.
That's one of the things. They don't have to blame the military. Government has to take this blame in doing some of these things. But in the first place, the youth are jobless. That's the true picture of the unemployed. There are so many of them. They are like times 10 of these people, because it's not everybody that has interest to go into the. They just want to make ends meet. How many universities do we have in this country? And each is churning out 1,000 students a year. Look at the number. Each of them 1,000. If you get the unemployment rate is getting higher, the economic hardship is here and there. People are hungry. People are not getting any jobs to do and all those stuff. And these are the real cause of this thing, not the military at this thing, not the military per se, but the young guys need jobs.
Okay. All right. We certainly need jobs. Attorney General Office cracks over unit handling of Oforiata. Okay.
The news center this morning: mobile money fintech limited limited to run MTN Ghana's mobile money business. On the detailed breakdown of how 357 billion Ghana cedis will be spent in 2026. Region, and then also 4.8% growth, and then that is 357 billion. Dr. Ato Force there.
Well.
Now that the minority side have been doing it, they came and met a growing economy and all this stuff, and they just jumped on that ship and doing this stuff. But we need to see how they are able to really how do we call it? They are workings, or it is a free listing well they had to ride on.
Okay, we'll see about that. The Daily Statesman newspaper here says this DACF withdrawal. Akufo-Addo mourns the loss of our potential military recruits. Came in head of this news and has to mourn the death of these individuals. Showboy. MP demands return of the big one there. Mustafa, the guts Mustafa still has, in all of this, we must rescue this. Wallahi. Wallahi. Well, it's in this. I don't know if it's everywhere, but I feel it's in Ghana where it's like we do politics with
if you are, your rights and you are in court.
This defamation. He's saying
take such actions. He will definitely get the advice. This Mustafa thing and the adverts, piece of the OSP too much.
Exactly.
And
It's like there's no even respecting there.
Like,
you know,
you have just SML is dragging OSP here and there. Ahmed is dragging OSP here and there. Freata is dragging OSP here and there, and all this stuff. You get it? It is just, let's just scrap this thing and let's all be free. Let's face let the other these things work and then do their things, because it's not really helping. It makes the person Matinamidu. It's still hunting that office, and no matter how competent the person, whatever that the competency of that person, you bring in the way to think and do things.
Like serious there, but we'll see what. But I feel well, as I'm saying, Michael, their own members, so it's a whole. If not elsewhere, all these allegations against you, you cannot just get up and be doing things anyhow. No, even what you say, wake up and you want to, you're taking him to court because you want your passport to travel for a political event. And we are still going to hear that case. So. And we're still going to hear that case.
I'm fed up.
You know?
Yeah, well, that's it. So if they say if an elephant falls, even a toddler can climb on it and do whatever he wants to do with it, and that's what has happened. And that's what's happened. That's what's actually happened. I don't know, but yeah, that's climb on this thing, and then do this thing. So that's it. It's well.
It is indeed well. We'll move to our last paper take for the day. Daily Graphic. I think, Michael, you take that.
The Daily Graphic. Parliament approves Justice Boni as Chief Justice. Government to create 800,000 new jobs. 800,000 new jobs. And that's page 13. Holds more there for you. Budget target growth in 2026. Priorities are Greek. Transformation, infrastructural development, and that's on there for you. That's it.
Yeah,
that's it. But I had a little challenge with budget yesterday.
Okay.
Especially where it says government is targeting of building 6 new hospitals, regional hospitals for the newly created regions. And then I asked on that would ensure that the public purse is, he didn't say it outrightly, that public purse will be protected like someone said, but he mentioned in his campaign that he was going to make sure that then it can't continue again, other will come and start their own, and then the others will be left to rot. He promised that he was going to complete projects under the previous government when he's giving the nod. Now you are giving the nod. We have agenda 1-1. You tend not to say anything about it. You are telling us you are going to build new 6 hospitals. What happens to the other chunk of money, the money that has gone into the agenda 111, which has been halted at various stages? What happens to that?
Well,
it's not waste of taxpayers' money, because this money you go, they are loans. You go and you take, and then we have to pay. We are paying. We are servicing some of them as of now. Are you being fair to the people? Even when you told them that when you come, you are not going to do that, and you come first year, we give you the benefit of I'll do your things, but moving into, you used to start from a scratch, building it a different one. Why don't you use it to complete them? 111. Can't we help and serve us better in this country?
Well, where is this 111? Is it scattered all across?
It's scattered all across, and I think
the new regions get to benefit as well.
Yeah, priority is made on the new regions. That was the vision of the 12.
Well, we'll see, but you see the agenda 111 hospitals. Oh, what exactly was the plan?
No, it won't. The thing is a hospital. Okay, the agenda 111 is an agenda to build 111 hospitals in addition to the various hospitals we have in this, and get one of the 111 projects in there. and it's done. We don't call it an agenda 111 hospital. It becomes
okay.
It doesn't mean that it's an agenda 111 project. An agenda is just a project you want to undertake, and we know we like mantras, we like giving slogans and all those stuff. That was put on there. You get it. But we have this project going on in there. So why don't you go and finish them rather than going to build another 6 and leaving that to rot?
Okay.
It's not fair. You're not being fair to the people, and that really aches my heart when it comes to that.
All right, that's all right. You can also let us know what your worries are, right? Also on the presentation of the budget by Finance Minister Dr. Gisela Force. It's open for your messages 0550558800. You're live on Neesim Bekaali on Neesim Radio 100.1 FM, also online Neesim TV/FM on Facebook, YouTube Neesim TV FM. At this point, we're bringing the Speak to Your People segment where we're going to be having a conversation with the Tamale, the public relations officer for the Tamale Metropolitan Assembly on the decongestion exercise phase 2, which is slated to happen on the 17th of November 2025. So stay with us. We're gonna have him join us over the phone, and we'll have a conversation about this with him. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot coming your way. Do stay on with us.
Yeah. tapelaya. Gemiya, unere pihinere nyumkurala. Gemiya, unere pavanere 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 tapelaya. Gemiya, unere pavanere tapelaya. Gemiya, unere pihinere nyumkurala. Gemiya, unere pavanere tapelaya. Gemiya, Gemiya, unere pavanere tapelaya. Gemiya, unere pihinere
and other inappropriate areas are by this notice requested to vacate such places before the commencement of the exercise moment. Sir, good morning. If you can hear me, how are you doing? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Thank you for your time this morning.
Yes, and thanks for having me.
Great.
Yes, sir.
At the Tamale Metropolitan Assembly concerning the mass decongestion exercise which is commencing on Monday. If you say comment, does it mean that this is going to be for...
Once again, good morning to you and your cherished listener congestion exercise. You will recall that a couple of months ago we came out with the first phase, part of which included sensitizing the public on the need to leave those places. They are all considered unauthorized places, so trade activities is not allowed in those areas. We define the scope. People have returned to all those, so to speak, prohibited places, and we think that we have to roll out the second phase of the exercise. So on the directives of the Honorable Mayor of the Metropolis, in consultation with the technical team and indeed the time management of the Metropolis, we're rolling out the second phase. And so the announcement is just to alert them that they need to vacate the places so defined ahead of time on Monday. The decongestion exercise historically is not expected to be an event but a process. So those critics who feel if you come out with to them as implementation challenges and then roll out alternatives. And so the lessons learned from the very first operations is what we are taking note of in this subsequent exercise. And our strategy that was initially deployed to monitor so far, the Metropolis, I don't want to say we're disappointed, but we're not too satisfied with the level of commitment put out by our local task force. So in that case, the mayor has directed, and then the community policing personnel will complement. So everywhere we go, there will be alternatives.
Okay.
So that nobody reverses what has been instituted.
Okay, so you can agree with me that the decongestion exercise has been questioned because, as you mentioned, we have seen the first phase, and the traders are back to the same point in which you are asking them to get off. This point, this second phase that we are coming to see, what is anything different you're going to be doing to ensure that once you decongest, we don't come back to the same place?
Yeah, that's what I just explained. The deployment of police personnel at all those unauthorized places to monitor compliance is one unique thing we want to introduce.
Okay.
And we think that can help guarantee sustainability.
Okay.
So, okay, so that is the civilian. We have altercations between them. Removing the local task force and bringing the police. What consultations have gone on to ensure that it...
Consultation between who and who?
The security and then the people.
Oh, definitely, it's not a surprising thing to them. They've been engaged. Their commanders have been part of the technical committee meetings, and we are just implementing the recommendations of the technical committee. And so their inputs were very much considered in the discussion, which is what we are implementing.
Do we know why these traders are not trying to cooperate with, the assembly, to make sure that this decongestion exercise goes as smoothly and they do not come back to the same place? Because over time, we also know that the people even threaten these threats we know have also come in as well. How much education is done? Do the people really understand the essence of the exercises?
We use your platforms also informing and educating but it's not a pleasant thing to them. So you don't expect them to welcome it wholeheartedly, and this is expected in some situations in terms of condemning our authority for not doing enough to sanitize the central business district. The human congestion in the area is the risk of motorists and other road users. People trading at bicycle lanes supposedly the authorities.
We raise concerns.
Reluctance.
We raise concerns. We don't attack, sir.
You blame us too much. People want to sleep on our job. And you see, sometimes that's why we recognize that you are a key stakeholder, and so that you are also informed as to when they come over trying to seek the same medium to raise their concerns. You have very legitimate questions to ask them. Oftentimes, you are the same people offering the platform for them. They are there for their livelihood. We are displacing them. We are not giving them alternatives. We are this and that. The issue the mayor has been communicating is that whether or not the assembly provides you alternatives, it's not acceptable.
But so. Hello.
As far as the bicycle lanes are concerned, you are not allowed to trade there. It's unacceptable.
Hello.
We have all joined the conversation for this. So we expect that you, the media practitioners, are well informed of the essence of the exercise, and so that you can all add your voices. That's how come you are stakeholders in this.
You mentioned that whether alternatives are provided, because one of the things that actually are the reasons why the exercise doesn't see the light of the day is because of alternatives are not being provided.
My brother, if you come from this angle, it appears you are rational. We are not ready for that exercise. As I just indicated, the position of the Honorable Mayor is that whether or not you are provided alternatives is really bicycle riders and other road users are complaining.
Yeah.
So it's a different ball game altogether that we can have a conversation around. But let's start with the point that it is not allowed to trade in the bicycle lane, and under the alternative will be for another discussion.
Okay.
We admit that the town is growing, the population is also growing. Unfortunately, space is not being increased. Yes, so you will expect that congestion takes place at the central business district, for which reason management is in talks with development partners and central government to explore options, and part of which is what we're doing to develop the cuckoo market. Even as it is now, I think that commodities and human beings can create a market. You do not wait to see the full complement of heart. Just put some that space could be developed into what you may call a modern market. Those of you who are old enough in town perhaps will know the history about the development of the market that we are having now, the old market.
Yeah.
Yes, it didn't start this way. For the past 30 years, we know it probably started with hearts. So it tells you that commodities and the human beings can create a market at any place, and then also develop.
Okay.
So that is the way to go. And the good news is also the fact that a policy initiative model.
Okay.
Yes, it's receiving serious attention. And the consultants were here and were going into the alternatives we are talking about. So they can manage. In fact, we didn't really bring them there. So we expect that you will use your medium to join the voices and then continue to push harder.
Is it a week-long activity, or how long is this expected to last, and at what times are we looking at?
It's a continuous process. It's a continuous exercise. So, like I said, it's not an event.
Okay.
Yes, especially something if people are doing the wrong thing for a long time, displacing them out of that comfort zone. You expect that it's going to be a challenging situation. So it's not an event. It's a process. So we're rolling it out in phases. So this is phase 2 of what we started a couple of months ago.
Okay. to relocate or leave the pavement walkways as well. Is there going to be any measures to control that?
The penalties will be that unit of the penalty fee. I mean, yet to be determined, and they will not release it to you.
Okay.
Areas you are doing this. Which critical areas are we looking at?
Yeah, I indicated all basket lanes within enclave. Yes, you remember people sit there also to trade. Well, lives are very, very precious.
Would this exercise also include Sundays? Because on Sundays
yes,
see.
So, if you read the communication, you would have noticed the paragraph that speaks to it. That is the directive.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for your time and speaking with us on Neesim Bekaali.
Having me.
Right.
Have a good day.
Have a good day, sir, at the Tamale Metropolitan Assembly, speaking to us on the decongestion exercise, mass decongestion exercise. Let's just get into the statement again, Michael, if we should. The Tamale Metropolitan Assembly wishes to inform the mass decongestion exercise will commence on Monday, the 17th day of November 2025. The exercise forms part of the Assembly's commitment to restoring order, improving traffic flow, and promoting a clean, safe, and accessible trading environment within the metropolis. All persons operating at unauthorized locations, including bicycle lanes, pedestrian walkways, and other inappropriate, by direct that, effective next week, all trading activities at the above mentioned unauthorized locations are strictly prohibited on weekends. Any trader found operating in contravention of this directive shall face appropriate sanctions expense. The general public is kindly entreated to cooperate with the Assembly to ensure the success of this important exercise. This is a statement by the Tamale Metropolitan Relations Unit there, Michael. So we're going to see the phase 2 of this exercise happening as well. And I think that's quite some details he's given there.
Yeah.
And anyone who refuses to cooperate, especially if you're a trader or a business person, be prepared to be arrested.
Yeah.
And face some penalties.
Your things will be confiscated, and then you are going to pay some penalties and other stuff. Well, let's see. You see, when it comes to the northern region and what this government is resolved, this mayor is resolved in doing this. We've seen several times it has happened. Okay, where they get it done. I get it.
Yeah.
So I believe that it's going to go well. It's going to go
well. Since we've had the efforts of the Assembly, Michael, on trying to bring some more sanity on our roads, and all the movement of it. So I think if you ask me, this is a good move, and then right.
Yeah. Oh, it's a good move. That one, there's no two ways about that. Let be law-abiding citizens.
Yeah.
Those are in the pedestrian lane, like you mentioned, and I
love so much traffic.
I love that. That the alternative. I asked the question about the alternative, which has been the discussion, the defense mechanism. It is wrong.
It
to
is
do
wrong.
That, whether there's alternative or not.
Are you officially supposed to be there?
To be there? No. So that is against even the law, the road user law. It's against it in the first place. So I believe the way they are trying to situate the situation, whatever you are doing and moving and working with that, they'll be able to one day wonder. They've done the first one. The second one should yield. It should, and they talk about removing the how do we call it, the local task force.
Yes.
And then bringing in the not because it is not good. It is good. It is fine. It is great. It will help us, but line of duty, modus of operandi for the police.
No, the police know what they're about.
They will know what they are about. Okay, this is human. the human management, okay, and there are so many unforeseen circumstances that can happen. We've had orchestration your friends say
I
issues with police and then the civilians severally in this country. And anytime there is issue, and then some people believe if you bring police, your will. I quite remember I had an issue around the taxi rank with this yellow drivers, and there was something I was to do there, stop them from doing whatever they are doing, to provide security for people that are coming for that event at the taxi rank. That different notes. That's what they did. They took it on a different note, thinking that the police were coming to rather
this one you have been given this notice is out. You should take cue. That is why we're having this conversation, so that you inform your sisters, your brothers, your uncles, aunties, mothers, fathers, lovers, spouse.
lovers and one family.
This is what is going to happen. I feel the tax force, because perhaps the people are familiar with them, they really don't take them seriously.
No,
but if they bring some more authority that they are not familiar with, they'll understand how serious this thing is, and how the assembly is ready to fight this decongestion.
We live to see how that one goes. Yeah.
I just pray. I pray nothing goes wrong. Honestly,
that's our prayer.
I pray nothing goes wrong.
Nothing should go.
Informing the public of this very important exercise to be conducted by the Tamale Metropolitan Assembly Phase 2 of the mass decongestion exercise, commencing on Monday. They say going to leave the security there to continue to monitor.
Yeah.
Those of you who will come back, you'll be there. You cannot trade.
Not that you can't trade.
No, you can, just not in these areas. Yeah. After any decongestion exercise, you see how freely
you feel good.
How freely you can just go through without the stress.
A moment.
But anyway, hopefully this yields some good. Look, let's
Good.
from then they move to the yellow people. But it's fine. Let's deal with this one first, then we'll move to the yellow people.
Yeah, so
yeah.
Well, it's good. Let's see how things go.
Yeah. So that's about it for the Speak to Your People segment, ladies and gentlemen. On Neesim Bekaali on Neesim Radio 100.1 FM on Facebook. We're live there, Neesim TV/FM, YouTube Neesim TV FM. Coming up, Finance Minister Dr. Kisel Atofors. I almost said Ken Oforiatta again. I think there is a way I say that before bringing the office.
The office, okay.
But for Ken Oforiatta, I always mention the office before his name. So anytime I say minister, finance minister, that was finance. So
Ato is forcing.
That was the chant yesterday in Parliament.
Oh yeah.
Ato don't go nowhere. Stay on with us because it's going to be an interesting one.
kan yala on kwar moto shanga o me sanya A kama sanya dash A me sanya sababu et table sanya escort kama sanya express sanya combien sanya 42B sanya 90A sanya 11 dirga de bolma pukala kama sanya ivame moto king na won gafara banya pukarba et table bankam kwara ka kora bandira be bor moto shanga de maliya kana tozan lo kubuka da tiba yumpi malchera shashar to bola lela moto dirga de bole sanya ivame moto king bu konkonya bamal lela nyele ka me sanya dash 8 plus et table sanya 42C to chaka yana lela ne ngoma bu konkonya ne shaban yi moto da banza sa ka pigul bole no wal gira to pol kam sa fik one ka don ma chapter da wal gira pepe za sa dem biya sane wal gira kama how you dash 5 and the table how you dash 2 kama sa sanya how lela nyele ko la me moto je tambole how you dash 8 karma small tank and the table big tank za sa Antonio lo sane to chaka shaban balle ai la bora lela moto ni mo pass za sa na gbagire Antonio le basane bu konkonya banye ni vo shaban to ta moto palle garan de na ka sa moto korona karnya abora na chaba ka balance ba bu konya bana to non lata ka sa moto palle ma piga alaji mark moto sinin yala ni sanya and the table hauju company yangam bala zo ai bora hauju moto balle kamza sa ala kana yala sanya house alaji mark moto sane anyala nguyanya hauji moto nim zasa nan gbanyene bo man ye polo kayan ya alhaji mark motos yala sanya house benya ne vo shabam bien lama sha police station main gate mane be min ba bala dance ala nya nim vo gap energy be min ba bila lo yanga kama maka chanta pabam babia ai chanka bata moto mangle ye kabla na nga fara ne bo alorta mel ba tangal miya 054 9096537 02064153332 Banka to Bole Alhaji Mark Motos inside Sanya House.
I be soldier with bazooka.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Manye Alhaji Abdul Latif company manya multi collection kware namda ishala ye mengi na katoka mbangne niema mbongo shatana multi tamani vjela pam sukuru namda nama za pa tamal makana nchi ni saransima niema ni simtinima so kati ya simti chale wallahi kai achan interview vjela ni shangadem bala danda bala shi atana tumo kimi bu kwar ni shangadem yayi aku dat nema to abe nyesho ko yarla party so the location me the beto aku kan na tudu interchema anyi me ame board ame ko board abe logo kan ka board te tale nyen anto date number no the number ni 0243 9 mami number ni 0243 924548 assalamu alaikum
I know I'm good.
Machine ma ko har dye ko har kala dye ma olive oil spirits machine ma din nan ma dry loss ma za to ko har tana ma hababa yi bor ban sha'akan babar ko da ban sha'akan ka na function na pion o yara wonyo nyale pion tla ma na sa license ka ko har sa license ma kalan char zore ka kwar dry sun pension na za ban ko harale
ay ko yo baga biya pon ba yer yang ni ban express ka ti jiamo express be ko harbon ya arpam babra assessor am nyobe no makam jesha don zo agba pon na pon kana be bira ni hana mo alma ajune inshallah be kana be nan am borche zanta mpaya
ena ne Dawood ointment Dawood 360 capsules wodwa manso a ene obi adi hu adanse na duwe edutwem Dawood ointment Dawood 360 capsules or CCC na ade wom na drom yenu we e adwuma bom obi a osisi ye o yapa de obeye ne se udware wi a fa Dawood ointment o de te ne fa sra ta bre kro na ano na wonom Dawood 360 capsules no anopa ene anwumre na danse na ba amane o de enko na enko ti adanse ni bi
Dawood ointment temwoma nyere streeter intumtumaka kwasbasi kanye Dawood 360 capsules mo nvel pahe kachang tumane ni wer gbahama de ngwana yenwam wuro lore
nyela electrician itumtumaka kuliyan mbeto dehira Dawood ointment ayatumtumaka raguma nyinja no zan kuliyan ndizan murmurani biache nyege angbana za hakwa maham Dawood
ye kuli yosutumana pa yanga ngbana za hanyala dum biara ka wumsum ne jalanse ben nan ban fune ye kul zang Dawood ointment njeniza hata shitanga kanye Dawood 360 capsules en valpai yamala na
set aside for phase 1 of rural electrification, which is likely to benefit remote and rural areas here in the northern region. There are some others as well that we can look at, but generally this is what it's looking like for the northern region. Stabit.
Good morning to Michael and your technical crew this morning. Let me also say a very big good morning to my colleague from the NDC side, who for a long time we have not seen ourselves.
Okay.
Let me say good morning to the regional chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Chairman Mohammed Samba. Let me say good morning to the leadership of the party, Justin Frimpong Kodia.
I
wish
happy
him
birthday to him.
Yeah, I wish him a happy birthday.
Yes,
exactly. And then to say good morning to all the listeners of yes, I think that you have mentioned a few things that we have had some of these promises in the past, yet nothing has happened as far as agriculture is concerned, infrastructure, service, and all other sectors of the Ghanaian economy is concerned.
Okay.
We have always heard those statements in our capitals when the NDC. Till today, we do not know where the site and some other projects that were promised before the coming of 2024 elections. Most of these projects have not seen just the old story, the old wine that has been repackaged to be put in a new bottle for the good people of this country.
Oh, really?
Inspiring one. Why do I say so?
Oh, okay.
Nothing. Why do I say so? You claim in your budget that this budget is resetting for growth, jobs, and economic transformation. That's why Atufosen told us, Honorable Atufosen.
Yeah.
It's economy from. It should grow beyond that. Is that not it? And today, percent from 5.7 to 4.4. Now, again, when we were leaving office in 2024, agric sector alone had grew by 6.8%, if I'm not mistaken. You understand me? And you come to tell us that agric under your administration has grew by 6.0%. Have we grown or we have retrogressed? Okay? Now, service sector. We left a service sector of 5.7%, and you are projecting service sector to end at 6.3%. From 5.7 to 6.3. And service sector is one of the sectors that generates a lot of GDP from 5.7, and you have grown it by 2.something%, then it tells us that we are not growing as an economy. We are not growing a budget of 2026. Okay? There is a budget shortfall. Okay? In the 2025 budget, there is a shortfall of revenue, which is about 58 billion Ghana cedis. A shortfall of revenue. 58 billion Ghana cedis. Yet you tell us this economy is growing, and you want to reset this economy for growth, you want to reset it for jobs. When in the first quarter of the year 2025, you borrowed an amount of 59.68 billion was borrowed from the domestic market. That is for first quarter alone. Second quarter, Amani Mahama and Atufosen. Okay? Third quarter, 75 billion have been borrowed. And I believe you have all heard that Mustafa Bandi, the General Secretary, the Deputy Secretary of the NDC, and today the Deputy Head of Operations at the Office of the President, is telling us that every month His Excellency John Dramani Mahama sends 20,000 Ghana cedi to every constituency.
That could be from his personal coffers.
How much is John Mahama's salary? 47,000 Ghana cedis a month. Please, Please, we need to know. He's a public figure. We need to know where from this 20,000 every month, which amounts to 55 billion every month to all constituencies, which is 276 constituencies. So we need. Are you also aware?
Are we saying he's not capable?
Country. Are you aware that 1.4 billion Ghana cedis is missing from the District Assembly Common Fund? That cannot be accounted for. It has not gone through parliamentary approval. 1.4 billion Ghana cedis, which cannot be accounted for. Yet that money has been withdrawn from the District Assembly Common Fund accounts under the leadership of John Dramani Mahama. Says to them, claim you are growing an economy. Okay? And again, you stated that this economy is recovering from an economy that was under whether recession or whatever economy it was. Okay? Now, your big push for 20 except to push it in people's pockets. Have you seen a single road project that has been started and completed with the 13.85 billion?
But the roads were, the sorts were just cut.
Exactly. Yet they budgeted for 13 billion for 2025, and 2025 is ending next month, and there has not been a kilometer of road added to our road sector in this country. 13.85 billion. Yet you are still budgeting 30 billion for 2026, and you want to assure me that this budget is a budget of hope when we still have 58 billion revenue shortfalls in the 2025 budget, which is very critical and very important. If you have shortfalls, what is the projection for the following year that you are projecting? Okay? A robust economy and an economy that you are resetting. You are giving the public sector workers 9% salary increment, and you call that a robust economy, or Ghanaian workers 30%. A hypocrite 24. We gave Ghanaian workers 25% salary increment. Yet in 2025, public sector workers were given 10% salary rise. You promised them that when the economy grows, those were the words of John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency. When the economy grows, we'll give you more. The economy has grown.
So
you claim. No, you claim. He claimed the economy has grown because they are resetting. Yet you are giving the Ghanaian worker 9%. Did we go or we came? Is that an economy that is growing? Now, people in this country, we had created job opportunities. District 1 factory, which is not included in the 2.1 million, 750,000
NAPCO people were part of those things.
Of that.
Okay? We left an economy with 139 functional factories across the country. You understand me?
Tabit, I remember this factories you're talking about when I think you came with some tracker or something like that.
Exactly.
And some media houses did track and there was nothing.
Yes, those and I'm saying that, and I'm saying that
130
exactly. Yes, exactly. If we want us to debate on this one another day, it's welcome, so that we'll give you all the facts that and the data that you need as far as those factories are concerned. Abomaso rice processing factory under the leadership of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, we reduced rice importation in this country by 48%. You can cross-check your data.
It expansion.
Yes, I'm saying that.
It was more.
More?
Yes. We saw an increase in rice importation.
We rather reduced it. We reduce poultry products in this country. You understand me? Which is growing at 4.4. Per that it is to create jobs. Are you aware? And health sanitation workers, are you aware? Will be made for them. Nurses, provisional nurses, where you were going to take care of them. Yet it has not been captured in the budget.
They said they have been absorbed.
Which has not been made provision for in the budget. You understand? Demonstration. And they were promised by an economy that is growing. Okay? Listen. You understand me? In this country, we were told by an NDC communicator that the 24-hour economy was going to make sure that the rare tigers and lions and that helicopters will be in the sky and be feeding the lions. Is telling us that it understand me. He made mention that it will be difficult to implement 24-hour economy. We told them that look, 24-hour economy revolves around demand and supply. Yet you told us that if you are traveling from Accra to Takoradi, you will get bush meat in the night to buy. You told us that when you are to fry kelewele from morning 6 o'clock to 12 o'clock, somebody will come and take over from you. And then also fry from 12 o'clock to 6 p.m. You understand me? You have not made provision for your 24-hour economy in the budget. You understand me? As we talk today, the debt to GDP ratio is about 65%. Yet you claim you are growing an economy for jobs.
All right.
The only good the fact that John Dramani Mohammed's office, the office of the president's budget, has been increased. Okay?
I see.
From 3.8 billion to 5.1 billion. Okay? The only good thing about this budget is that they have made provision for 23,803,815 to the office of Felix Ofosu-Kwakye for him to be doing propaganda and misinformation as a minister.
All right.
That is the only good thing about this budget moving into 2026.
Now, on the side of the NDC,
Madam, I was looking at the other side of his mouth. Some of the promises made were rhetorics of the past, and I appreciated that one much because he was just telling us the gospel truth. So before I start, I say good morning to you and all your crew at Neesim TV. Good morning to him, my brother, and I go out to say hi to all my regional and constituency executive and my workaholic district chief and commission.
Workaholic is not a right English word.
Yes, whether that's the word they have been using, so I use it like they also use. So take it as such. We have just coined it, and words that people use is what comes to stay.
Oh, okay.
So he just went and commissioned an engine boat for an overseas community, Zentani, this weekend. And in fact, you should have seen the elation on the faces of the people. And when my brother said that every month President John Dramani Mahama gives out, you take 20,000, and so I don't know where he's getting the billions from. So he should get it right. Granted that it is coming from the office, because the man he's talking about was talking on his capacity as a deputy national secretary, not a government appointee. And who told you that even when we were in position, they were not sending monies to us? And he also said that Honorable Haruna Idrisu, the minister in charge of education, said he was going to absorb teachers into Ghana Education Service. I'm a head teacher. And I'm telling you that when we finish, I'll just show teachers, newly teachers who were posted to my school. They have just sent me their names and their staff IDs. That one validation opens and I open and their names are there. And when you come to, I don't know whether it's a case to be an MPP, that when you see the truth, you should close your eyes to it. If not, the manner he condemned Manan or Hanan, the man at Bufferstock who stole our money and then went and built mansions, he's getting his figures from. So let's see. We are looking at GDP growth for 2025, which has gone to 10%. Would you tell me that this is not growth? Because if it was 5.1 and we have gone to 6.3, that is an appreciation. At least speak to that. Even if you have a bigger number that you need to talk to, you speak to it. But you don't just say that nothing is done, you don't appreciate it. So we aren't the most intelligent people. So I plead with you, before coming out here to spew them, to 2.9 in the first half of 2024. I ask you, 2024, what you are told that you stop importation of whatever, That is in the agricultural sector, importation of rice. So I'm asking you. You can pretend to be manipulating things on your phone. Crop expanded by 6 point. Crops expanded by 6.2%. Then livestock expanded %. Now he said that they stopped the importation of rice and chicken. If people couldn't afford it, that is different. Look at inflation as at then and compare it to inflation today. How much would you need as at that, and how much is it today? That's why will help you understand when we say that there is an economic growth. So please depart from that old ways of doing MPP propaganda. It is what has given you the 38%. Then service sector alone expanded by 8.8%. If you give us a figure, tell us what has brought about the growth or reduction in it. And that's why you did not present. So it's on. Financial service grew by 9.5%. Education grew by 14.9%, fueled by increasing funding by government coming from. Because what we are doing are not things that you can just sit down here and then throw out figures. So when we come to say that things have changed, it is questioning what have come to be. You sat down here and said that you have done 100 and what factories. I don't know Accra. At that factory you established in Yendi, which is your stronghold. What's the name of that factory? Okay, I leave it there. Tolong is my home. Where in Tolong have you people established that factory? You tell me. Maybe Savulugu. So this are called Avnash. That's when it was. The government did not claim credit for establishing that factory. These are things they are claiming credit for. We knew the factory. Tell me now, which factories are you talking about? So don't mention names of places that we don't know. Be specific. 8 years. That's what you are talking about. And the difference for Ghanaians to recruitment of workers has fallen flat. Finish, madam. I'll give it to you. That yesterday, a female.
A year back were recruited recently.
So I'm not able to tell which year.
So it's the teachers that were recruited during the
yes, their era, and they failed to pay them, and before leaving off, teacher will be, a worker will be employed and then wait for 6 months or so before they accumulate the salaries and pay them. They recruited them for more than 7 months without paying them and then exiting office and then pushing every pressure on the incoming government. Unfortunately for them, we have absorbed them. So these are not things we can make propaganda with. We need to grow beyond this. So overall GDP, we're projecting at least 4%, and we grew up to 6.3%. Then non-oil GDP growth, at least 4.8. The end of year inflation, talk about that. What's the inflation now? How much did we used to buy a liter of fuel when you get to the filling station? And how much is it now? When I get to the filling station, I will confirm it by what comes back to my pocket. These are things Ghanaians are experiencing, and that is the reality. Inflation as of today is 8%. My brother, I appreciate you. And I respect your intellectual level. But when you come to sit down here and ignore some of these points, I get ashamed in what we learn to become in this country. So there is nothing to sit down here and discredit our finance minister, who has come to expose a lot of people. When the fundamentals were weak, what was going to expose you was the exchange rate. What is the exchange rate? And you are giving reasons for saying that the credit should be given to you. Why couldn't you do it when you had the opportunity? You are not people to compare yourself with us. Whilst you are capable of organizing press conference with your 87 MPs. Is that 80 or 85? Please help me, Mr. Brother. Mr. Tabi, what's your number? Your number of MPs?
1.
I think
has given to us. It is not for us to sit in offices and say that they should appreciate that. A working government has to work for Ghanaians to appreciate a fact that there is leadership working for Ghanaians, and that's what we are doing. The agric mechanization centers that we intend to create is to ensure that a farmer who had no penny to go to farm could go, and then he will come out and say that after getting it, how much is the cost of it? Take it and let me take my bumper harvest home. And today you can see a bag of maize, which used to be sold at 1,000 Ghana cedis, can now be gotten at what? 300 Ghana cedis. My sister, if for 1,000 cedis, and you are now buying ordinary Ghanaian, go out and then seek buyers, investor product to outside countries, but not just sit here and be giving doomsday prophecy. Farmers too should earn. Yes, farmers should earn, but to survive you need food first, and that's what government must ensure, that we have enough food within the country before we can export it. If you don't want this, then what should we be talking about?
So it will be per submission. That is why your government
when you look at every indicator in the economic sector, projections that were made to be achieved even in the first quarter, we have exceeded it. So if you are saying that, if you are disputing the fact that it's not growth, then you need to go back and then reverse those figures to negatives, because the fiscal outlook of the economy is proving that, in fact, we have a working government working to the benefit of the Ghanaian, and it's reflecting on the exchange rate and inflation and even our bumper harvest this year. What is he talking about?
Okay, all right. Michael will say that because farmers are not having their produce bought and also sold as well this year.
Madam, I didn't also tell you that use the VAT from 22% to 20%. So if we give you an increment of 9%, and then there's added to my salary in addition to the 9%. So this sit down here to tell me that when you impose taxes on me and then increase it by 25%, that's what George Orwell called in his book Animal Farm that a double speech. If there's something percent, you increase it by 25%. You have given me 0. That is it. What is the current rate of inflation? And we have given you 9%, and you don't appreciate it. What should we be talking about?
Okay.
I know that when he starts speaking, you will know that. I know him.
Okay. You see, my brother made mention that Mustafa Gbandi has no position in government.
No, I didn't say that. I said he met a party.
Thank you. He was not speaking in his capacity as a director of operations at the office of the president, saying categorically that even as I speak to you, every month John Dramani Mahama sends 20,000 to every constituency. Yes, it was a slip of tongue for me to say 5.5 billion. It is 5.5 million Ghana cedis. Out of the 5.5 million Ghana cedis, teachers, that is what the Tamale Central executives are fighting over when they have left other things unattended to. You understand me? Now, you tell me we claim factory, we have established factories. There is nowhere we stated Avnash is one of the factories that Nana Danko Akufo-Addo established. In workers of Avnash were laid off under the leadership of John Mahama just yesterday on another media station, where in the country. Yes.
600
in the country.
Yes.
Madam.
They cannot pay salaries.
Madam.
Economic conditions are
workers.
You understand me?
I'm not even up to 150.
Oh, if government has not put in place,
You're saying Avnash has over 600 workers.
Yeah, that's what the gentleman said yesterday. That 600 of them have been asked to go home, and you understand me. So yes, and then you sat here to tell us that you have removed what tax. Yeah. Out of every liter of fuel I buy, I pay 1 Ghana cedi, which is your Dumso levy, which was passed at midnight. You You understand me? Under the leadership of John Dramani Mahama, we are paying 15% tax on non-insurance product. Non-insurance. Okay, sorry, non-motor insurance product.
Yeah, well, I was about to.
Okay. Under the leadership of John Dramani Mahama, our mothers who are selling poha and ice kenke are paying 7% on rubber products. Tax on rubber products. And you sit here to tell me that you are doing well as an economy, or we are doing well as a country. The only thing that I have told you that is good news in this budget is the increment from 3.8 billion of the office of the president allocated amount to 5.1 billion under the leadership of John Dramani Mahama. That is what I want them to do. Yes.
Not true that any worker has been laid off at Avnash.
Okay.
So I don't know.
You can also confirm from your
So I don't know where you have.
Where was this? Where was this made?
On another sister station. I'm trying to get the
video.
The video, yes.
All right.
Person could just be speaking out of emotion. I didn't say that. I didn't insinuate you said you established Avnash. I said it was established under President John Dramani Mahama, and we did not claim credit for it. And it's a private sector initiative. And I was pointing out to you, because you were in MPP, you claim you have set up factories. How many of them in the north? Count it for me. That's all. If it is so, some Groom and Co wouldn't be on opportunity to get a job and other incentive from your party. People wouldn't have employed. If Avnash alone, you claim, had established over 600 workers, because after laying off 600 workers, they can confirm it for us.
Michael.
Any understand that's a no. Been able to certain.
Okay, but do you have any question for them? Yeah.
You don't get it.
You have COVID-19 and then
we no longer have it, but we believe that could have been channeled into, people complain. Okay, it's a political promise, and which has been fulfilled again. So we'll take it out. But we believe, others believe that it could have been channeled into that resources could have been channeled. That 557 billion thereabout could have been channeled into something. How do we call it? Some other sectors that would help.
For 2026, there's 110 million cedis program. This will be leveraged with GIF or DBG and private capital to keep financing largely off the sovereign balance sheet. 245 million in cedis in 2026 to the Ministry of Food and Agriculture to scale up food security. And the Nkukon Kitinkiti program, which was launched in Kumasi, to seek for a job at Neesim FM, or going after directors of education in Tolong to recruit a teacher. And the President John Dramani Mahama has made it clear. It was so that they have to decouple those things, decentralize those things, so that a district can declare vacancies and then look for teachers within their district to be employed. Okay. And it was so. It just stopped when MPP took over. Even teachers were recruited in that manner at the district cover. The district director, and that's the problem. You just be there to get an accommodation for the person. It's a big the conditions over there. It has also been a challenge. As at now, there are teachers who have been posted and have searched for rooms to even rent and couldn't get it at villages, because these are not things a regular community in the north would do. They can give you a room to stay for free, but when a room is not there,
that is the fight against galamsey. Government, an amount of 150 million Ghana cedis has been allocated to the National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat (NIMOS) for the activities against illegal mining and forest degrade.
Whether it is too much or it is not too much, that is not the debate. But the debate is that they have lost the fight on Galamsey. To an extent that if you have a whole to be punished because they are into Galamsey, to make sure that the Naimos so the what do they call the agency and the commitment, the political will to fight Galamsey is not there. Okay, it is not there.
Really?
If we were willing,
even with all these resources allocated to NIMOS to fight.
Oh, but resources were allocated for 24-hour economy in 2025 budget. Where is it? What has happened to them? You understand me? And you are adding more. So what is the assurance that the allocations you have done is going to go to the right places in terms of revenue? So what is the assurance that whatever you have put on paper for Parliament is going to work? There is nothing that is going to work. Nothing is inspiring about this budget. Okay. The Galamsey fight has been lost because some judge told us that if Nanado wanted to fight Galamsey within a week, he will be able to. Okujetua Blackwell told us that Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo can use just some days and declare a state of emergency. You have been in government for 11 months. So where is the commitment? Where is the political will to fight the Galamsey? Today, MPs and NDC constituency chairman, the police is not doing anything about it. And the government is not doing anything about it.
We can't say.
So the commitment is not. What has been done about Yamin and Abanga? What have been done? Have you heard the police invite them? Have you heard anybody invite them to question them? So that will of Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo, security is haywire. Chiefs are now being killed. Broad daylight. Hey. Sorry, John Dramani Mahama. Sorry.
That is God.
Under the leadership of John Dramani Mahama, security cannot be guaranteed. Every day it is the issues they have done in this budget. We only hope and pray. The only one that will go and land safely is that of Felix Kwachi and then the office of the president. You understand me? The rest is not going.
It's going to go.
Where? How are you going to monitor to make sure it goes?
Let's pray.
And I'm saying that 1.4 billion. Yesterday, the minority raised this issue on the floor of the House, which never got answers. 1.4 billion from the District Assembly Common Fund was taken without parliamentary approval. I'm sorry for this country that we voted for the wrong choice of people.
Okay. 800,000 new jobs are expected to be created out of this.
Not only that, there's a 6.9 billion oil palm.
It's 51. Okay, so let's. I see. How are you doing? Okay. Great. Fine, thank you. Thank you for calling. What do you have to share? We're talking about the budget presented yesterday. What do you have to add? Okay. well. Thank you, Crazy. Thank you very much. Thank you for calling and sharing your views. Presented yesterday by the Finance Minister, Dr. Kisel Ato Force. In there, another thing that is quite worthy to note, especially this located 292 million Ghana cedis for free sanitary pads for girls in 2026.
No, but if they are giving you sanitary pads for free. No, I'm not saying you. No, I'm talking about the concern has to be the younger ones. So they are the main concern. So,
we should buy the.
If people are buying, that's your. What's wrong?
It's a natural thing. At the end of
it's
the
a
day,
natural thing. We are talking about those that are not moving for say.
Please, you push work on the.
Mr. Mike, would you buy some for her?
Can you imagine?
No, she has someone who is responsible for that.
Who is responsible for what?
Who is not responsible for it?
Okay, Tabit, you are still jotting things down.
I told you. Okay.
So, please come in. We are just concluding.
Okay. So is that closing remarks?
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Conclusion, closing remarks.
Okay, that's fine. You see, I'm saying that this year's budget, it looks bleak. The future looks very bleak. You understand me? Reasons I have expatiated to you that look, you promised us that if the economy grows, you will add more to workers. Yet this year is 10%, a falls of 58 billion. Good about this budget. There is virtually nothing good about this budget. In conclusion, I'm saying that the economy that Ato Forson claims it was a bad economy which inherited was able to create 2.1 million jobs, just ran smoothly. Yet you have come. Today, children are buying uniforms. Children in Jirapa Senior High School have been asked to pay 200 cedi to augment feeding. Okay? And so on and so forth. An economy that you claim was not doing well. We were able to retool the police. Motorbikes of about 4,000 for the police. The military, we retooled the military. We gave housing units to the police officers in order for them to sleep comfortably and yet what is the alternative? The alternative is 9%. Is making sure that your chief of staff write letters to sack people from their jobs that they had acquired before election 2024. There was a G factory, there is a G factory in Tamale here which produces guinea fowl meat. You understand me? There is
where is that?
UDS.
By government.
Yes, it was a partnership. It was a partner. Yes, it was a partnership. GEES. GEES factory. Yes.
UDS here.
Yes, please.
You are back here.
Yes, please.
And that employed our men.
There is a motorbike assembling company that was partnered with government and the private sector at industrial area. You understand, region? Then we have a roofing sheet.
And for how long their operations have you?
You know.
You understand? That are functional. You understand me? Oh, please, let me land. You have your time. You have your time. You understand? My brother called and said that there was a regime that they said Mundidi. All the people you have sent to court today, what has happened? The Attorney General himself has come to tell us that the cathedral spending were lawful and lawfully approved by Parliament. You understand me? Office of
special prosecutor, all the things he's sending to court, what has happened to the investigation? Attorney General says all the payments were lawful. So what case again is there?
When under your government, you are not going to prove in your own.
We were able to prove. The president asked KPMG to do an audit.
It was the audit report.
No, it's not the audit report. Payments that were the previous government country in today. You
NAPCO in their first the 2.1 million jobs. But you said you created NAPCO to end graduate unemployment. So if it
which one have you created?
All those graduates.
Which one have you created since you came?
So you take your time and don't eat it. 1 million jobs
to create to fry a Kelewele.
2028.
To fry a Kelewele.
Please.
Okay.
On the fight against Galamsey, right now water bodies declared high security zones. So there are some things. The way you people used to go into our water bodies, these days those things can happen. Go back and check before you resume power. How many mining licenses were issued? Okay. And as at the time you were leaving, it was within hundreds. As at the time
we issued 1,006.
It even went
1,006. Yes.
20-something thousand.
But from 2012 to 2016, John Muhammad issued 1,402 licenses.
Let me use
1,402 licenses.
Can you let me use my time well? So what I'm telling you is simple.
Let your NDC grown. Let them give you a job.
That's him. So next time
let them sort you. Let them sort you a job.
You begin to distract once you realize.
Anyway, thank you so much, Tabit, for your time. Today, I like your energy, pa. Wherever you went, you should be Thank you so much, Tabit, as a member of the MPP Regional Communications team here in the North region. Also, Kasuli is also the Secretary Tolong constituency and also a member of the regional communications team on the side of the NDC. Thank you, gentlemen, for your time. We truly appreciate it on Neesim Bekaali. Another week has come to an end, ladies and gentlemen. We'll come here again on Monday. It's been quite amazing, Michael. Going through the week, we'll be here again. To continue to follow us on Facebook at Neesim TV/FM, YouTube Neesim TV FM. Subscribe to our YouTube and also